Hi there. Welcome back to Zero to Launch. We are excited that you are here today and listening to another exciting episode from the podcast of System.io. Today we have an amazing guest, one that I know will be of a great interest to you. When you hear Faraz's story, the work that he has been involved in, he comes with a lot of insight, a lot of experience. And so I know that today's guest and the content that we give to you today will be of great use to you and your business. So we're excited that you're here. Hope that you have just a wonderful time. You're going to want to grab a pad of paper and a pen for this episode. There'll be a lot of tips, a lot of insights on building, growing communities, on selling digital products and software. So if you're in those areas, in those categories, you're going to want to make sure that you're taking some notes. So we're excited to have Faraz. Thank you so much for joining us today, Faraz.
Pleasure.
Yeah, we're excited to jump right in, but I think it's always helpful for our guests just to understand a little bit about your background and kind of how you got started and how you got to where you are today, and then maybe you can give us a little overview of your business as it stands today.
Yeah, of course. I started back like when I was 21 years old. So back then it was my hand is broken actually.
Oh.
Yeah. So I started back around 2011. At the time, I don't know if you remember, there was like those daily deal sites. Like,
oh yeah. Yeah.
So it was the start of it, and they were going local and doing local deals, and then they opened something called national, right? Okay. And at the time, I already knew AliExpress and Alibaba before they ever went public.
Wow.
And once they opened national, I connected with these people, and I released products on the platform. It was a crazy year. In 2012, done over $700,000 in revenue. I worked with Living Social, supplied them with products.
Wow.
Groupon, at the time, DealFind, DealTicker, too many different, copycats basically.
Yeah.
5 different countries: the US, Canada, UK, France, Australia. Yeah, it was massive.
Wow.
Yeah. But usually when something spikes and there's a huge audience and purchase power, it goes down pretty fast because there's merchants they dealt with that didn't, deliver the product at a time. So it kind of died down in 2013. And that's when I took the money I made and entered into the digital aspect of things.
Gotcha.
And by accident, I purchased the product from somebody. It was an SEO product at the time.
A software product.
Yeah, software product. Yeah, it was an SEO software product.
Okay.
And I needed that because I was opening a digital agency, and
Yeah.
I noticed the next day I started getting offers from the person that owns that software. Yeah, so started purchasing, spent like $7,000 actually at the time. But by doing that investment, I got to know a lot of vendors, people that actually produce softwares. It was at the time jvizu.com. That's the big platform. So they were all releasing products on that platform, and Warrior Plus as well.
Yeah.
So I kind of, with the $7,000 I spent just purchasing products, I kind of got to know what they're doing, right? So started connecting with them through Skype, some big names actually. I went to Orlando for a marketing summit, connected with a lot of people, connected with developers, and released my own first product, which did $50,000 at the time. I was new.
Yeah.
And it picked up from there. So I was releasing products since like 2014, the end of 2014.
Wow.
Until today, and building my list and, doing affiliate marketing. But obviously, with that aspect, there's a lot of people that do release products that are scammy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got to know who's good, who's bad, etc. Stayed away from the bad people because, my audience needs to, I have to bring them value. That's my job, right? So I'm in the market and connected to a lot of people. I have to bring them solutions that will serve them, and not solutions that will vanish in 3 months. Right. And that's how I got here, and I've been doing it since 2014.
Wow, that's amazing. That's very cool. So, where are you based? Where do you work out of?
Well, my company is based in Canada. I'm Canadian. I'm Lebanese as well. So originally from Lebanon and Canadian as well.
Yeah. No, it's great. We We see a lot of, it's one of the beautiful things about software is there's no geographical boundaries, and where we see people working from all over the globe, really. So it's a wonderful thing. It's an exciting thing. So I'm really curious. I mean, obviously you've had a ton of experience then in the development and the distribution of product, especially digital products. So this is right up the alley for most of our listeners today. They're involved in something like this. Could you talk to me just a little bit about how do you identify the need for a new product? How do you kind of isolate that?
Well, I do identify it based on the current market space. So the current, what do you call it? The trend. Okay. What's new, and how it's helping people actually make money online, right? There's certain softwares or products that you would release, and you would basically go to AppSumo and pick them up for nothing, right? And
right.
If it's there, like those, I don't know if you know Linktree, right?
Yes.
So company where there's a link and you can create different, a lead capture page within that link and your YouTube channel, all that. Well, if it was up to me, I wouldn't launch a product like that because I know people already know Linktree and it's cheap, it's not expensive.
Right.
It just has to be something really outstanding and a solution that they can't find anywhere else or has added value for a better price.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. Exactly like Systeme, that the reason I love Systeme, I actually recommend it to a lot of my audience is because what I found, especially that I've been into email marketing for a very long time, right? And we all know ClickFunnels, we all know the expenses you pay with, Aweber and Ontraport, Keep, all that. It's a lot of money. And when you get the solution where you pay just $99 a month and you can create funnels, you have a shopping cart, you can create courses, and you can email market to unlimited amount of contacts for $99. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Right. So over the years, have you seen the benefit of developing a community, or do you sort of separate that and maybe build a new community around each one of your products? How does that work for you?
Well, when we release the product, right, and we accumulate the early birders, so we take this, so yes, we do release on a one-time fee usually, right? And that doesn't allow for you to have enough funds to build the product out. But how we take it is it's a bit of profit where you got people that care about the product. They purchase because they care, they need the solution. You're getting all that feedback to perfect the product and grow it. And you got this community of people that are like your partners right now, right? Because they're suggesting. They know what they signed up to. They know you're a new company. They know it's a new project. So they know that they need to help you, so they help themselves and perfect the solution. And by that time, we're already trying to sell it for recurring on different platforms, and cutting different deals, even in different marketplaces like Brazil, like we got someone in Brazil where we actually hand the product and he does all the sales for us in Portuguese language.
Yeah. So he'll do the translation for you and then even launch it into...
He does everything. We give him a cut, but it benefits us, right?
Yeah.
Because we're exposing the brand in different marketplaces.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. So how many, do you know, just sort of off the top of your head, how many products or how many software programs have you developed and launched over the last, well, you said eight years probably?
Well, my very own, with my own team, it's around 8 products.
Wow.
Okay, but I was part of over 30 products where people just asked me to help them release the product because I'm connected to a lot of affiliates, right?
Wow.
And when you release a product, you need that power. It's exactly like influencer marketing. You need all these influencers to create the product, basically. Yeah. So they ask me and give me a percentage, and I help them with it. But my own is around 8 products.
Okay. I'm going to pick up on this affiliate idea, and I want to ask you a couple questions from both sides of the affiliate equation. Okay. So when you're thinking about developing and launching a product, what are some of the things that affiliates really want to see in a product that's going to get them really excited and choose your offer over someone else? Like what are some of the things that you think about?
Okay, that's actually a good question. Well, first of all, when it comes to the affiliates, before the actual product, and I'm going to be honest with you, it's the connection. Okay, it's the trust. So it's your name. So if your name is golden, they trust you, they're going to look into it regardless. You have a 50% chance already of getting them in.
Got it.
If your name is not so good, okay, due to like past experiences, they're not going to even think about looking at it.
Yeah.
Okay, bottom line. That's the 50% you went through, right? Now, when they look at the product, so say it's a solution for agencies, local agencies. They know there's a massive need for that. So if you have a software that can locate, clients in a certain area and it does all the contracts for you and it brings the solution. So it ranks them, for example, in the 3 rows locally on Google or in the first page on Google, whether it's an online store. They're going to promote it because they know there's a massive appeal to it, right? I got a hosting offer coming out August 16th, because hosting is such an important factor for any business online. I'll get the masses into it, especially that we're not selling a lifetime product here because let me be honest, if you sell hosting for lifetime, you're screwing your customers for sure.
Right,
okay?
Right.
There's costs, servers,
right.
So we got like packages, 1 year, 2 year, and 3 year option,
right,
with a website builder and all that.
Yeah.
And they can renew at the same price. Okay, so they basically got in at the price that they can renew with later on because they're early birds. But it's good for us. We're not going to lose money. We're going to make money, and we're going to get the masses using that product.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's interesting. Is there something that you always want to, specifically from the offer perspective, like what is a percentage of an affiliate that you think about as a product owner? You're like, okay, I'm going to run my numbers, see, where can I make profit? How much, like, what do you think is like the bare minimum that you could give to an affiliate that would still engage them? Is it 10%, 15%, 30%? Like what's sort of that number when you're thinking about it?
Oh, what we give them as a commission, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, we usually give them 50%.
50%.
We give them 50% because it's worth it. Plus we give prizes, right? So there's a leaderboard.
Okay.
And, the first person gets $2,000 cash prize. Second gets maybe $750. We cut it down onto $100.
Yeah.
And they compete with each other. It's like a game.
Yeah.
But that brings you a massive plus. The fact that you're selling, you're basically bringing new leads.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and you're building your list as well while you're making the profit, while you're building the actual product.
Right. So at what stage do you bring the affiliates in? Do you bring them in at the very, very beginning, or do you wait till you've done the product launch and you've sort of exhausted your own list, and then do you go with affiliates as a second sort of wave, or do you bring them in right away?
No, look what I do. That's my own sauce.
Okay.
I'm actually top 10 on JBZoo as a vendor, okay, wow. As an affiliate. My thing is, I'm connected to them. I'm the kind of guy that comes in, today, say you, Andrew, and check up on you, okay? How are you, Andrew? You're doing well, I open conversation constantly. Okay. So there's a guy, say there's a big affiliate and I haven't talked to him in 3 days. I talk to him, How's your day today? What's up with the family? Keep the connection. And then I drop that on this day, I have a product. I don't tell him what the product is, say 3 weeks prior to the actual launch.
Sure.
But I tell him there's this product. I'll create a group soon. I'm going to send you the document, JV document, where there's all the details and the review access. So he can check it out and he can do his own video review for his audience.
Right.
And as it goes, it's just conversation, constant conversation. I like conversation. Okay?
Yeah.
And I hope to be able to win at this. You either have to make a lot of commissions to other vendors, big vendors, like promote them and make them big money, and then they respect you. Or you can do both, connect and make money at the same time towards their own products. And they're going to respect you. It's all about respect, and it's all about the communication. And that's why if I show you my phone, I got so many people wanting me just to be part of like releasing their product, but I reject because I got a partner right now and there's stability and I'm not going to,
Right.
go behind his back and do something on my own.
Right. No, that makes sense. Okay. So now on the flip that around on the other side, what are some things that affiliates should look for in a good deal? So, I mean, you know, System.io, of course, is used by affiliate marketers and is a great platform for building funnels and creating content and building a list and presenting offers just like this. As they're doing that, when they're thinking about, you know, who they should promote and what types of programs they should go after, what are some things that a brand new affiliate marketer should be thinking about and looking for when they select an offer or see an offer?
You know, they gotta look at the offer details. Okay, they gotta look if it's something very simple. Because simple you can find over on YouTube, right? Like you can go to YouTube and learn, how to bring a code or whatever,
right.
Like simple stuff, email marketing, sign up, etc. It's very easy. It has to bring some sort of value. So, for example, a lot of people see now, people succeeding on TikTok. Like, TikTok has been growing so fast, and a lot of people that are nobodies basically are having like 1 million followers now, and they're leveraging that audience and making a lot of money with affiliate marketing, whether it's Amazon products and
right.
all that.
Right.
So you have to find a trend like TikTok where people need that information right now and promote something that will help them get into TikTok, for example, because it's complicated. You open the TikTok app, you don't know how to create the video, the auto captions, all that.
Yeah.
So you need those details, right? And you're not going to find them on YouTube.
Yeah.
You need to find the product that will benefit them and make them want to buy it right away because they need the information. Even if it's a course for $100, $200, they're going to buy it. They need the information.
Right.
Because that $200 value is worth much, much more for them long term.
Right. No, totally.
Yeah.
So as they're getting started, they're thinking about some of this. Do you think, and obviously you're probably biased because you're on the software side, but if you're just getting started as an affiliate marketer, would you be looking at software products or would you be looking at like actual like hard goods, like chairs and, other maybe like stuff for your house, like physical products? What do you think is better from the start?
To start, I think it's better to go with products, okay? Products that are not available on the market, but this is hard to find. For me, if you're asking me personally, I would go with digital all the time. Okay, because digital is easier, way easier, no headache. I know I'm going to make the commission. I know I'm profiting regardless. Okay, even if you got if you go on TikTok and you get people through the link and you get only 200 leads, basically, right? From these 200 leads with that zero effort, basically, you're going to make money with digital products with zero headache. You don't have to deal with anything. The vendor deals with them. And you just make the money, and you keep growing that aspect of it. For me, it's always digital. I don't like products.
Okay. So always going to go digital, always going to go software. What are some of the best?
I've done both, right? Sorry to cut you off. I've done both. I've been in the products. I've been in the digital. Digital is way easier. You live a better lifestyle. There's no headache.
Yes, less stress, right, and all that sort of stuff. Not worried about something getting caught in shipping and like not being able to be delivered. I mean, I agree with you. I think it's not even a contest. Like it's not even an issue. So, and the conversion's so much faster. I mean, people can sign up and have the product right away. And so there's like that immediate gratification. Also, a lot of the softwares, it's sort of like back to that saying, like, if you want to make money, help other people make money. And I see a lot of the software as really what you're doing is you're solving one of their problems as they're trying to make money. So you're helping them make money. It's a little different, like selling them a massager or something like that, like a new way to.
Exactly. Plus, it's so, what do you call it? I forgot the word. But I mean, it's saturated.
Yeah.
It's saturated. You know, there's a lot of people, especially the women, you know, the young girls, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very saturated. Plus AliExpress, you know, everybody has access to them and they're trying to buy products from there and selling it on Amazon.
Right.
Plus, if you got a defective product, you know, like sometimes happens where the actual customer gets a defective product and you return it, you thought you made the commission and then you check your account and you're in a negative balance. No, I'd rather sell just digital and, you know, the customer is going to access. If he doesn't like it, he's going to request the refund right away. At least I know I'm not making that money.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I'm looking at if we're an affiliate marketer, we're looking at a list or like in a marketplace, perhaps there's some offers, and we're thinking about that. Would you recommend reaching out to or contacting the person who put that up, maybe the owner of that offer, and trying to engage with them in a discussion? Like you were saying, you know, you like to know who's engaging with you and you like to engage with them. Is that something that's common, or is that actually maybe something that kind of sets you apart in this field?
It's not common because most product creators and marketers, they're lazy. Right. Okay, so I'll tell you, 90% of the people in the marketplace releasing products are just there for the lifestyle. Okay, so it's like the make money online lifestyle, and there's only 10% tops that are serious about the business. Okay, so not a lot of them like to talk or engage or put that extra effort. No. And the reason why I'm actually signing a big deal for November with one of the guys that launched the product on his own, and the reason he came to me for his next release is simply because he knows how connected I am and the chat, you know, like he's like, you know what, I'm just bringing you in because I know your value. I know you. Right. It's, you know, most are lazy. Most are not going to do this. For me personally, it's just, I'm a social person and I do act that as well on the digital aspect of it because it's enjoyable. And plus I know on the long run, right, I'm going to, at some point, there's a lot of affiliate marketers that do YouTube review videos and they're successful, right? And, you know, one day I might need this person and his advice on how to bring a massive audience on YouTube. You know, each person has a value, right, and therefore I like to connect with them, and because it's a real business for me. It's not a joke. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think that's a really critical point for you is that you are building a real business. So those relationships, those things really matter because you intend to be here for the long term. So you're choosing to sell high quality products that deliver real value. You're engaging with your affiliates and building relationships with them because you want to be there. So you know that you're not going to give them something that's scammy and lose all of the work that you've built up. I think that a lot of the dealers today in the affiliate space are really just looking for like that one hit, and they don't really care at all about the relationships or the quality of product.
I'm telling you, it's over 90% of them. And you know, I don't know if you know Anik Singhal. He owns learn.com, and he was saying something which is correct 100% because I've experienced it myself. When you go to a marketing summit, you would think you're going to actually watch someone talking about something, but the real business is happening at the bar, you know, having drinks and connecting with people. That's where you make the real business because you're not going to learn something new, you know? Right.
No, that's such a good point. So let's just pretend today you don't have any connections and you haven't, started, and you're just sort of like, you're just coming online. You're going like, how do I start to make money online? What is some of the like kind of the first things that you'd be thinking about doing just to start to add some residual income? Like you need $1,000 a month. Like what would you do to just sort of start earning $1,000 a month?
The first thing I would do, paid ads. It has to be paid ads. You have to create a link, go with TikTok or Facebook, Instagram ads. Or YouTube. YouTube is huge, actually. If you have a channel and you run YouTube ads, that will grow your audience pretty fast. Get a link in there, get the lead into Systeme, for example, and start blasting offers to these people. You're going to make the money pretty fast,
Yep. Yep.
That's the fastest way. There's no other way. Like if people think they're going to go and collect leads, like by buying lists, it's not going to work. It's going to work
Right.
that one day and you're going to get banned by the platform.
Right.
You can't
Right.
spam basically. It's not the year 2000. We're in 2022. Things changed.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So when I build, let's just go with that YouTube idea, right? So I go to System, I get an offer, I get the link, I get my landing page set up. So then I go to YouTube, I build some videos, and I run ads against those. Am I dropping them on a page to get their email address, or do you think you go directly to the offer?
No, you send them to the actual YouTube video, actually, with the description where the link is, and you have to interact in the video and tell them the link is right there at the bottom of the description, right? And then that way you're basically not pushing them, like not dragging them into it, but actually giving them some information so that they go and check the link. You need people that follow you wanting to follow you, okay?
Right.
That's the new way of doing things, because you can drag them in. They're going to unsubscribe the next day. You don't need that. You need the relationship.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And have you seen there's sort of a trend, it seems like, of doing the videos where you're actually, sort of demoing the software, and like the speaker has like a small, kind of head down in the corner, and he's doing demos, and, kind of, then he
exactly. And it's very easy. When I started doing that for a month ago, not long ago. At the beginning, because I wasn't a video guy, but I run a lot of webinars without video, right? But I'm like, I need to get it done. And, I tried different stuff. It was hard at the beginning. And then I found a solution. It was a software. It was, see, that's what I mean by solution. When you sell something, you need to give a solution to people. So I found a solution for $29 a month, which is cheap, and I get to actually share my screen and be on the video and talk and everything else and switch very easily.
Yeah. What was what's the latest product not necessarily the latest product, but what's sort of like the biggest one day sort of drop that you've done? Like, was there one time that sort of stands out in your mind, like that was just crazy?
Yeah. It was called Prime Host. It was actually a hosting solution. Okay. That we released, and that one did around 330K, around that, and within 5 days. It was one of the, because, like I said, people need hosting, right? And they don't want to deal. They need something robust, and they don't want to deal with paying every month. So it was one time, they loved it, and they bought into it. It was crazy. The second big one, I believe, was Prime Stocks. It was actually not Prime Stocks. It was Vidmingo. So Vidmingo is actually a video hosting platform like Vimeo, right? But without having to pay all the expenses you pay with Vimeo, and you can like host all these videos and streamline, like do streaming, live streaming basically with it, and brand it as your own. So you can change the colors, your logo, everything else. And that one was a great hit as well.
Yeah, definitely. No, I can definitely see that being a huge hit. So
because it gets expensive, right? That's one solution where people want to host their videos, but it gets expensive with storage and more gigabytes, uploads. So they need a solution which is cheaper and does the work. Plus, the branding aspect is very important.
Yeah, no, that's great. So are there any software projects out there that right now that you're really excited about, that you're excited to launch? Like, is there something that you're like, oh man, I can't wait till this comes out?
Yeah, I actually have, like I said, the hosting solution coming out 16th of August, which is next Tuesday. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
And we got something in September, which is a package of 4 apps in one. One actually creates e-commerce stores and the whole 9 years, like Shopify, even better than Shopify.
Wow.
And there's 3 different other products, so it's like a bundle thing, like one. And it's gonna have mass appeal. And I got a personal lunch in October. My wife is gonna give birth.
Oh, dude, look at that! Look at that! Yeah, no, that's amazing. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, that's very exciting. Yeah, that is a big launch.
Yeah, that's a big launch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to keep launching software to pay for that now.
Oh man, it's expensive.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's my first child, so yeah.
Oh, that's exciting, man. I have 4 kids, so it's an amazing thing. Definitely, definitely. So no, that's great, man. That's great. Hey, look, we've really appreciated your time and jumping on a call with us, and it's just been a really valuable time for me, and I'm sure for our listeners, I'm sure. So really appreciate it.
Thank you, Andrew, for allowing me on here. It's a pleasure. And one thing I'd like to tell everybody, yes, in the digital marketing arena and email marketing and anything online, it's easy to make money. You can scale very fast, but it doesn't happen overnight. Okay, so you must put the effort. You must put yourself in front of the laptop, not in front of the phone. The phone happens after a year, where you automate everything, right? But the first year, you have to sit on that goddamn laptop and work, and look at statistics and tweak. Trial and error is essential. It's going to work, but you have to.
Yeah.
Without efforts, it's not that easy unless you're a spammer just buying lists and
right.
I mean, this is not sustainable for the future, right?
Right. No, that's awesome. It's great advice. Hey, if some of our listeners wanted to follow you or to find you online, where'd be a good place for them to go to do that?
YouTube or TikTok. These two I'm focusing on right now. It's my name, Firas Alami. Both of them actually, so they can just where is it? So this is TikTok. 1 second. Yeah, it's just Firas Alami. And they'll find me on TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah, perfect. Definitely, we'll do that. Hey, man, thank you again so much. We had a really great time together, and look forward to for doing it again. And good luck on your upcoming launches, all of them, all the big ones.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, and good luck at Systeme. Systeme is one of those platforms. Again, I love. I've seen it all, Roof Pages and all these competitors, and they don't bring what the Systeme brings, and that's why. Plus, take all that aside. There are so many expensive solutions like ActiveCampaign, for example, right? But then ActiveCampaign doesn't deliver. Like Gmail goes to the junk mail, a lot of people complain about it, and it's so expensive. And what I found about Systeme, it inboxes like you guys. I mean, I don't know what you did, but good job.
Right on. Hey, Firas, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Andrew.